Crashing at Hockey.
Hey guys, how you doing? Today we're going to do our very first Seattle expansion mock draft.
We didn't have any Seattle clothing, so we just wore random jerseys. Hello everyone and welcome to Crashing at Hockey.
Today we're going to do our very first Seattle Kraken mock draft. We'll be doing another one once we get the actual protected players list.
I hope their mascot comes out soon.
Yeah, it'll be interesting for sure. We didn't put too much thought into who we thought the teams were going to
We
protect.
just let Cap Friendly do it.
Yeah, we let Cap Friendly do the work.
Let's just get into this.
Yeah, so couple quick things. On the 17th, I believe, is when everyone has to have their list in of the protected players. Then we got about 3 days where Seattle can talk to UFAs and RFAs, and then officially on the 21st is the expansion draft. We got 30 picks to make. Let's just jump right into this.
Yep.
Starting out
with the Anaheim Ducks.
Anaheim Ducks. We got him grabbing Hayden Fleury, 24-year-old defenseman. He is a RFA, I believe, in 2022. I think they're going to go pretty heavily defensively. Moving on to the next one
is the Arizona Coyotes.
We got him taking Tyler Pitlick, 29-year-old right winger. He is a UFA after 2022. We'll see. They could, Darcy Kemper, I don't know if he'll be available. A few things like that, but this is what we're going with for right now.
Moving on to the Boston Bruins.
Boston Bruins. We have him taking Craig Smith. He is $3.1 million. He is a UFA in 2023. He's a right winger. I think they will grab some veteran guys like this, definitely. I don't think they're going to be scared to spend any money. I think they want to have a competitive team right away.
Yep. Moving on to the Buffalo Sabres.
Buffalo Sabres. We have them going with Colin Miller, another defenseman, a 3.875 cap hit. He's a UFA in 2022.
Moving on to the Calgary Flames.
Yeah, Calgary Flames. If Giordano or Lucic are available, which they may be, Calgary looks like they're in store for a little bit of a shake-up here. We'll do another video and predict it once the protected players lists are in. But we haven't taken Oliver Shillington right here, a very good left defenseman, 24 years old, on a cheap salary.
And moving on to the Carolina Hurricanes.
Carolina Hurricanes. So we haven't taken Jesper Fast right now. He's very good. Right winger, 29 years old. Dougie Hamilton is an interesting one. We'll see if Carolina protects him, but I could see the Kraken possibly trying to sign him. Right now he's a UFA. Like I said, Kraken will have a few days to talk to these guys. Who are we moving on to next?
The Chicago Blackhawks.
We have them taking Nikita Zadorov. Big left shot defenseman. I think they're going to really stock up on the blue line. I believe they have to take 14 forwards, 9 defensemen, and 3 goalies, but we think they will definitely concentrate on the defense.
It's pretty crazy how they're just also just kind of taking players from other teams. Like they're not going to, but I imagine that they tried taking Connor McDavid.
No, he'll be protected for sure. But this would be a fun job to have for sure.
I just imagine them taking that.
Yeah, that ain't going to happen.
Moving on to the Colorado Avalanche.
Yep, we have him taking Ryan Graves, a 26-year-old left shot defenseman, a 3.1 cap hit. He is a UFA in 2023.
Next for the Columbus Blue Jackets.
We have him taking Kevin Stenlund, 24-year-old right winger. He has a pretty cheap cap hit. He is $874,000. Columbus is going to have a very interesting offseason. I think they're going to be very, very active. We'll see who's actually available on this one.
Moving on to the Dallas Stars.
And the first goalie we have him taking here is Anton Khudobin. He's got 3 years left on his salary at $3.3 million. He is a very serviceable goalie. I think he would be a good guy to start the franchise out with. Also, Khudobin's one of the most well-liked guys in the league. He's very funny, great in interviews. I don't think it would hurt to have some likable guys on the team in the first season.
I don't know why they're just taking players from other teams. I know I've already said something about this, but can't you also take someone from the minor league?
They could, I think.
Like you should take someone from the minor league instead of taking players from the normal teams. And moving on to the Detroit Red Wings.
Yeah, we haven't taken Adam Ernie from Detroit. They could go with one of the young goaltenders. Like I said, they have to take 3 goaltenders in this draft. I think we only selected 2 in this one for this exercise, but this is the first go around. All right, moving on next.
To the Edmonton Oilers.
Yes, I have him taking Kyle Turris, very good center, 31 years old. He is a UFA after next season, but it could be some veteran depth, and I think he'd be a good guy to get out there to be competitive.
I mean, of course they're going to protect Connor McDavid. I know I've also already said something about that, but moving on to the Florida Panthers.
Florida Panthers, Radko Gudas. I think they're going to take him regardless. Very good defenseman, $2.5 million contract. He is a UFA after 2023. I think they're going to solidify that blue line.
Moving on to the Los Angeles Kings.
We got him taking Matt Roy right now, another defenseman, only a $700,000 contract, and he is signed through 2024. I think he's a very good young and up-and-coming defenseman. I think he would be a good person for them to grab.
Moving on to the Minnesota Wild.
Okay, the Minnesota Wild are an interesting one. Cam Talbot could be available. Right now, Cap Friendly has Matt Dumba unprotected. I kind of think they're going to do something about that or trade him. But if Matt Dumba is there, absolutely at $6 million, would they be grabbing him for their blue line?
Moving on to the Montreal Canadiens.
And right now we have them grabbing Jake Allen. Jake Allen has been a very good backup for Carey Price. He's got a $4.3 million hit, but he's only signed through 2023. I think he would be another good veteran goaltender to get the franchise kicked off with.
And moving on to the Nashville Predators.
Yeah, we got him taking Mark Borowski right now. Predators are very active. They just traded Arvidsson. We'll see what else happens with them. I'm hearing some rumors. They could try and sweeten the deal, throw some draft picks, and try and get that Johansson deal contract moved off. But we'll have to wait and see what happens. Moving on. Who we have?
The New Jersey Devils.
Yeah, we haven't taken Nathan Bastian, 23-year-old right winger on a very good contract. He is signed. He's an RFA after the 2023 season. We'll see who New Jersey actually. I think they're going to make a few moves too. But if he's there, I think that's another good guy to grab.
And moving on to the New York Islanders.
Yes, Islanders are going to be in all kinds of cap trouble. Well, they'll have to figure a few things out. We haven't taken Kyle Clutterbuck at $3.5 million. He is a UFA after this next coming season. But very good right winger. Some more veteran leadership they could have over there.
It's pretty cool, although, to see that Seattle's already building their team. I feel like later in October, when the season's supposed to actually start again, we'll see Seattle already.
Yes, absolutely. Moving on to the Rangers, who I'm wearing today because
we had
a Ranger fan friend of mine helped me fix my computer, so I told him I'd wear this one for the video. But we haven't taken Kevin Rooney, very good right winger. He is a UFA after next season. They probably don't want to take on too many long-term contracts, but he's a good player, only 28 years old.
Moving on to the Ottawa Senators.
Right now, we have him taking Josh Brown at $1.2 million. He's a UFA after next season. Right shot defenseman, age 27. We'll see who else they make available.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Who do we have next? The Philadelphia
Flyers. The Flyers are going to have some shakeups here. They are going to be trying to get rid of some salary. We think Shane Gostisbehere is going to be available. There's other guys, Lawton. We haven't taken James Van Riemsdyk. He's only signed through 2023. It is a large contract, $7 million cap hit. But we think a fresh start for Van Riemsdyk would be very good, and maybe Philly sweetens the deal a little bit if they take that contract off.
It's moving on to the Tampa Bay Lightning. I think they're going to take Tyler Johnson.
Tyler Johnson is interesting. He's got a big contract that they're going to want to help the Lightning out. He is a local Spokane kid, about a $5 million cap hit. I think it would be good. Maybe they can sweeten the deal. Tampa, give him a draft pick or something. I think they go talk to Barclay Goodrow. He's only making under $1 million. He's a free agent right now.
You think they're going to take Barclay Goodrow? I think they're going to take Tyler Johnson.
I would talk to Goodrow for sure. I mean, he's a free agent. Tampa can't offer him anything, and look how good he's been in the playoffs. He's one of those gritty players you want to get on your team. Not like the mascot. All right, moving on
to the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Yep, we have him taking Travis Dermott, 24-year-old left shot defenseman. Very friendly contract. He's an RFA. But they could still possibly sign him for a couple of years. Back to Goodrow. Why not give him like $3 million for 5 years?
Yeah, but I think you're going to take Tyler Johnson still. You can't. You can't.
Sorry, we're giggling. My wife just walked in, who's an Islanders fan, and saw me wearing this Ranger jersey and just kind of cursed me out. All right, moving on to the next one.
Moving on to the Vancouver Canucks.
Yeah, we got the Canucks taking Zach McEwen, another center, RFA after next season. Young, 24 years old. Washington Capitals. Look, I don't know if Brendan Dillon's going to be available. This is what Cap Friendly put on there, but Brendan Dillon is one of those heart and soul, hardworking, big defensemen that you would love to start a team out with. He is 30 years old.
Could be available though.
If he is, I think they grab him. I'm not sure he's actually going to be available.
Moving on to the Winnipeg Jets.
Winnipeg Jets. We have them grabbing Logan Stanley. Definitely, Jets have some decent young defensemen. They need a little help there themselves, but like we said earlier, we think they're going to go. Ron Francis is going to go heavy on the defensive end.
These are the forwards.
That was the last pick. So our forwards, if this actually worked out like this, Van Riemsdyk, Clutterbuck, Smith, Sundqvist, Jesper Fast, they could have a very good team to start out with. Their defense could be really good. You could have pairings with like Dumba and Dillon, Miller and Graves, Roy and Gudis. Could be very interesting. Yeah, Zadorov, all kinds of good guys on the defense. Like I said, they're going to have to take 3 goalies. We only have them selecting 2 right here, but we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, I mean, Jake Allen, Kudobin, and then they grab a young guy. It could be a good way to start it off. All right, guys.
Thank you for watching.
Yeah.
And make sure to subscribe and hit that like button, or Gritty will rig the draft. Bye.
Thank you, guys.